Hey, how are you today? Hope you're doing well. This is one of my last videos with you guys, at least for this year. Hopefully not any next year. Um, some of you did well on your quiz, some of you didn't. Let's just go over these problems. Let me give you a little bit of review for 30 seconds here, just to get your mind back in the game about what slope is. All right, so slope is how a line is tilted, essentially. That's the concept of it. All right. So if the line is like this, it's a positive slope, and it's, not superly tilted. But if it's like this, the slope is a bigger number. Okay. This slope might be a half, because it might go up one for every two it goes across. This slope might be like maybe three, because it goes up three for every one. All right. So slope measures the rise of a line over its run. Okay. And later on next year, you'll learn slope can be used. You use letter M to stand for slope. All right. Now, if you have the points on a line, okay, the rise is the difference in the y values. Okay. You want to use this formula if you just have the points. The run is the difference in the x values. Okay. Now, if you are labeling a point, make sure you label it, okay, x, then y. Okay, this is for labeling a point. All right, but when you go and do the formula, you see the y's are on the top. So that makes a difference. All right. So just be careful there, that you have the y's on the top all the time in the formula, but you label your points x, y. Okay, like that. All right, let's look at a few problems here. We're going to go over part 2 of your quiz, and then you guys can get some couple points back if you redo it here. All right, so if you missed a bunch, then you can get a bunch back. All right, which graph shows a line with a slope of 3/2? Okay, so we're looking for the graph, okay, that has a slope of 3/2, which means that between every point and the next point, okay, it's going to go up 3 for every 2 that it goes over. All right. So what I would do is just go to the graph, put a dot here at the origin here, okay? Then I would count up 3. All right, so let me use a different color here so you guys can see this a little better. My colors are hiding. There they are. All right, so you'd go up 3, 1, 2, 3, okay? And then you'd go over 2. And you see that point right there, it's not on the graph. So this line doesn't have a slope of 3/2. All right? So you can try to figure out which line has a slope of 3/2. But always, okay, so let me do one more here just to show you guys. Always start with, it's easiest to start right here and count, okay? So like here we go 1, 2, 3, up. We go over 2, up. Not on the graph either. So that line doesn't have a slope of 3/2. So hopefully that helps you. I'm not going to tell you exactly which one it is, but choices are limited there. All right. This one a little bit different. Okay. Slope of a roof is called the pitch. All right. The roof has a rise. Whoa. It has a rise of 3.6. There we go again. I meant really big. Let's go back. All right. So it has a rise of 3.6 and a run of 12. What is the pitch of the roof? In other words, what is the slope of the roof? Well, the rise is 3.6 and the run is 12. Now, some of you guys were like, I can't enter a fraction in here. Well, okay, this bar here is also a division bar, so if you can't write a fraction, just use your calculator and make it into a decimal. All right, so that's all you got to do for that one. Okay, Olympic sprinter, find the slope. All right, so once again, you're doing rise over run. Okay, so you have to pay attention to the points now. Okay, just think about where you're starting and where you're going. All right, so you can actually pick any 2 points on the graph. You just have to reduce your final answer here. but it's easier to pick 0, 0, okay? And here you see there's a point here you could use. There's a point here you can use, okay? So, all right, rise over run. So between these 2 points, how much do you rise? Okay? Okay. And how much do you run? All right, so look at the numbers. All right, now if you wanted to, you could use this point here. Okay, well that one's kind of hard to read, but you could use these 2 points here, okay? So like in between this one, you rose 10, you ran 1, okay, I think. Yeah, because you're numbering by ones this way. All right, but if we go back, I mean, it reduces to be the same number, so you have to count how many you go up, put that number on the top, how many you go over, you put that number on the bottom, then you divide, and that's your answer, okay? All right, the 4th one here. This one you have to use the formula because you don't have a graph. All right, so, let me just go ahead and start it for you guys. All right, so the first thing I would do is label your point, okay? So you don't get mixed up which one is which. Which one's X, which one's Y. So you have 2 points. 80, 20 is one of the points, okay? Each part is called a coordinate of the point, all right? So the 80 is the X coordinate because it's first, and 20 is the Y coordinate. When you're labeling a point, it's always X, comma, Y. All right, your other point is 120, 30, okay? So once again, 120 is X and 30 is Y. All right, now let's go ahead and remind you guys how to calculate the slope here real quick. I already did in the video, but I'm gonna do it again. So slope, what goes on the top? It's the Y, it's the rise. The Y value controls the rise. So subtract the Y's and subtract the X's on the bottom, and then you reduce it. All right, so if we subtract the Y's, okay, you could do 20 minus 30, but that would give you a negative. So why don't you do 30 minus 20? All right, and then you have to subtract the X's on the bottom, and then you might have to reduce your answer. Okay, now think if the top is bigger than the bottom, then it might be a fraction. I'm not going to tell you what it is, but, think about it logically there. All right, so that's it. You should be able to get them all right now. All right, hope you enjoyed my little video, and, well, hope you guys have a great day. Take care now. Bye-bye.